Welcome. This is the F-35 Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter by Lockheed Martin. It is a Minecraft aircraft capable of delivering ordnance approximately 15 chunks away. It has many anti-griefer technologies, such as 2 internal missile systems, cluster bombs, a forward-facing Gattling gun, can deliver 990 rounds per minute, and all the standard bells and whistles, such as signal lights, pilot eject, forward and rear landing gears, and onboard avionic navigation. Alright, I'll be honest, that's just a map. But really, all of these buttons here and levers, they all do something pretty special. They all go through, I would say, a complicated Redstone process, and they could do all kinds of things, such as destroy that tank over there. And I've been working on this a very long time. I've made many other aircraft and weapons, and a lot of these are my own ideas and creations. A lot of these have been kind of standard technologies amongst the Minecraft community, and I really hope you guys enjoy. I think this is something that could go well to defend a base, or I like to think of it as a defender instead of an aggressor, but you guys be the judge of that. I'm going to show you guys what it can do, and let's get started. By the way, this is all vanilla, no mods, no nothing. This is all vanilla. Before I get in, I want to say the real goal here was to make all of these inputs within a single controllable cockpit that is proportional to the player. And that was the real challenge here, is making a cockpit this small that is proportional to the size of the player, and also aesthetics, making it look decent, and also having all the functions. And those three things combined made it a challenge, because obviously it could be a lot more better looking. There's like wires sticking out and stuff like that. But to do that would have made it a lot more blocky. Even putting one more block up would have made it look too blocky. So really getting the proportions down, it was a trade-off between aesthetics and functionality. So I felt like this was a really good balance here. But let me start talking. Let's get in. There's no gimmicks here. A couple gimmicks, but the buttons, they really do some complicated stuff. I'll show you. All right, so how you get in? There's a little button over here, conveniently placed, and you just drop right in. Get in there, come on. All right. Usually it goes. You can put a ladder, and you'll fall straight into the seat. So I'm in the seat right now. I'm strapped in. I'm not holding shift or anything. I'm strapped in. And I'm safe. It's mainly for pilot safety. And what's cool is I have access to all the controls right here quickly. And that's really what I think's cool about these designs, is that this is a little command center here, and this map I have in my hand shows me what's going on in my chunk in real time. And I can be holding 2 maps of different maps, and this could be something that's actually practical to use in some kind of Minecraft war or something like that. But let's get started. I'm going to start showing you guys what inputs I have here, and I'm also going to step outside of aircrafts to show you what's going on from the outside. But this is how it would be on the inside. Ain't bad, It's pretty cool. I like the feeling of being like locked in, and everything. It feels like proportional to the player, to the hands, and I can see everything well. So first things first, these are the 2 missiles. Every button is independent of each other. Each missile system can be toggled to increase the distance, shorten the distance, increase the height of the missile, you make it go left or right. That's all stuff that could be tweaked. So I'm going to hit this one, and take a look at the map. If I calibrated it right, the tank should get hit by this missile here. So take a look at the map on my left. jaws took a bite. So as you can see, this thing is fairly accurate, and all of those craters you see on the map is basically the extent of my missiles, and you can toggle it whatever you want depending on the mission. So that's the left one. I'm going to do the right one. You can do both at the same time as well. I'm going to do both. So that tank is almost gone. I'm going to save one more because I want to show you guys from the outside. But yeah, you can just keep pressing. And what's nice is the TNT, every shot varies a little bit, so it's really going to give you a nice spread throughout every shot, whatever's out there. Next, we have the Gatling gun. Oh, I didn't load it up. I hear a dispenser that's out of ammo. I'll show you guys that, but I didn't load it completely up. Got cluster bombs here. It's a little multiplier, so I'm just gonna press it once. And this, okay, yeah, this here, it looks like a, well, it looks like a lot of things, but it looks like I was trying to make it look like a joystick. As best I could, what else can you do to make it look like a joystick? And that was the whole idea. So you can just lay on this and it'll drop a bunch. And that'll take out anything underneath you. So really, this aircraft can really defend itself, and if I had other aircraft, we could just be a little squadron and take out all kinds of stuff. So we have that, and we have the this is the signal lights here. There's different modes of lighting. There's stealth mode. I could signal only the left signal, right signal, both signals. So depending on which direction the arrow points, depends on which lights are going on. So that's a really cool control that I like. It's a multi-control. This controls the landing gears. So now it should be completely in the up position. I know that because it's completely vertical. So if I were to press it one more time, then landing gear would go all the way down. So this is the last button here. This is ejection. I'm not going to press that yet because if I do, then I blow up most of the stuff in here, and that wouldn't be cool. But it would eject me about 100 feet in the air in approximately 2 seconds. No jokes. So I'm going to save that one for last. That's usually how you'll get out of here, but you can always just break the window and get out. But the ejection will get you out safely. So let's take a look at what stuff looks like. First, I'm going to do the landing gear. So as you can see, landing gear is completely up, completely flat line bottom. So I'm going to press it once. So now you see it's a double piston extender that goes down too, and it looks pretty cool. I picked a brewing stand because it looks like two little tires there. If you squint kind of hard, it looks like two tires. So pick the brewing stand. I don't have the rear landing gear in yet, and this is, like I said, this is a project. I have the input for it. I just didn't put it in yet. I wanted to get this video out, and the J-35 is a work in progress too. That's a whole program, and it's a work in progress just like this. So I want to see what I'm doing here. So now let's bring the landing gear all the way up. You have to do it, about 3 times, and it'll go all the way up and down. So I see one of the signal lights is on. I'll show you guys that next. So I can have one on, both off, both on, or right or left on. So, and stealth aircraft use signal lights to communicate with other aircraft, and obviously they want to turn them off when they need to, so they don't advertise themselves in enemy territory. But they do use signal lights. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I hit it once. Now they're both, no, excuse me. Now the right one is only on. So that'll be like, a code for my squadron, let's say. And this is Minecraft. We use our imagination. We dream big. One day this thing's going to be able to fly, and that day hasn't come yet, but I hope you guys can want to contribute to stuff like this. Take a look at that tank there. There's not much left. That was a solid tank too. Like every stone was solid. I'm gonna hit it one more time. So now it should be both off. Now it's stealth mode. Now if I hit it once, now only one of them should be the left one. I have a bad memory. Oh, both of them are on. Cool. So it's going to be the same direction. The arrow points in the direction. You just got to remember which direction the arrow points. That'll be the which light is on. So now it's just the left, and it'll just cycle through again. I really love that input there. Of course, I could have used that input for another weapon or something, but I just like the lights and the landing gear. Of course, those aren't practical things, but I just kind of went for the realism there. So let's turn that off. I'm gonna show you guys the Gatling gun. I didn't load it up all the way. Let me do that though. This is how I like to load stuff up. Real quick, I'm gonna load it up. Just give you guys a quick burst here. And it's great for anti-personnel, because you might not want to destroy a target on the ground. You might just want to kill the controller. You might want to just take out the person and take his weapon. So the gun's always good for anti-personnel. You can shoot whatever you want out of it. You can even shoot TNT if you want, but that's a little overkill if you ask me. But let's do the let's get to the fun stuff here. Let's see how these missiles look. So let's finish off that tank here. So what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna show you what's. Not bad. The treads are completely gone. Whatever crew is in there is no more. No longer a threat. So let's hit both. Of course, I can hit all these buttons from inside, but just for simplicity, I'm going to be doing it from the outside. So let's do both. Just do both. And I can just keep firing all day long. I wouldn't hit the same button twice very quickly. I might have an unexpected result. And that's the kind of scary part about all this. Building this, you really got to learn how to work with TNT. I've had many aircraft blow up in my face. And, I persevered. And finally I found something that works. Because if one part fails, TNT will get stuck here. And it'll blow up. It'll cause a chain reaction. And it'll blow up everything in the aircraft if one little tick goes wrong. So what happens here is, 15 TNT get caught here, compressed, and then a further compression happens with a double piston extender, comes out double 2 blocks and condenses it into these two here. And then at the same time, the projectile TNT drops about 15 here. It's a little clock here. And at the same time, then there's a little delay and the pistons open up, they drop, and then they explode, and then one shoots the other. So I'll see that in action. And it's all from one button. And what's nice, like I said, you can really control where you want it to go. So now I want to shoot. I'm kind of shooting short. Let's go a little further. I want to shoot far. I want to get long range, and of course I could bring out another. I could have a second map in my hand to show me the next chunk. See what I'm hitting. See, now that's gonna hit something. The only problem with that is I have to get out of the aircraft and manually do that. But that's why you kind of plan your mission out beforehand, right? So what else we got? So those are our missiles. Now we have the cluster bombs. So I think I showed you guys that now. I'll do it anyways. So what's really nice is you can just hit as much as you want. Alright. So, am I going through all the features? Okay, so we'll save the best for last year's. I think it's the coolest one. Ejection. Let's see. So you have to be in the seat. Honestly, getting the seat is kind of tricky, but like I said, you can put a ladder here and you'll fall right in. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to close myself in. Normally it would be... Oh. Okay. Normally it would be closed. So let's say, you know, I get hit by a TNT on my cockpit windshield here, and I'm about to get blown up. So I'll quickly hit eject, and I'll get safely out of the aircraft. So let's see. So right here, red button, conveniently the red button. Boom. All right, if that was survival, I would have died from the fall, but you know, it's better than getting blown up, I would say, right? So I still, you know, one day we'll have to invent a parachute, but yeah. So it was pretty quick. It could be quicker, but like I said, there's so many little parts running through here that it's hard to make room for stuff, and therefore the ejection has a little bit of a delay. But you know, definitely gonna make a video showing you guys how everything works. It would be really hard showing you guys how everything works, because if I destroy one part, one little block, it might set off a chain reaction and blow up the aircraft. No joke. So it's really, really tight in here. As you can see, look at all the, you know, observer blocks and repeaters, and everything is something. Every block is part of the functionality of it for the most part. So I'd have to show another video showing you part by part how every part works, and then I'll build, you know, maybe I'll just do a full build, because this whole thing I made modular. So the weapon system is modular. It is basically a 2x2 design that goes all the way down, and then it gets 3 wide here, but it goes all the way down the aircraft. You know, so that's the fun part. You know, it's just every aircraft has different functionalities. I try to make this honor the F-35. Obviously, it doesn't have some stuff, but you know, F-35 is internal missiles, and you know, it kind of looks like it a little bit. But and I know it has the F-35 can hover and stuff, so haven't done that one yet. But you know, maybe one day. I'm gonna keep putting these out. I hope you guys enjoy, and you know, please leave suggestions and comments, and check back for more Minecraft weapon videos, and y'all have a good one.